Hey everybody, I'm doing a video from my computer cam again. I know it's not the best, sorry about the quality. I just, it's what I have, so I'm gonna use it. I figured that since like everyone in my house went to bed early tonight, I would take the time to give you a little update, let you know how life's going, how the music's going. I got myself a portable piano a couple weeks ago, and I went and did my first live performance in a really long time. It was a very cash thing, not a lot of people, and I gotta say, the first song that I did went terribly because I just it was complicated. It's been a long time since I've played and also sung a song at the same time, and so even though I practiced a ton, my fingers did the wrong thing, and but I got all of that out on the first song, and then I did two more songs after that, and they went great. And so that was fun, and I'm hoping to get in the habit and have the opportunity to do more performances like that, because I need to practice the live thing. It's a really different game from just being in a studio or in my bedroom recording. So that's exciting. I'll keep you posted if when and where I'll be doing things. And let's see, I have 3 original songs that are like almost done. They've been in the works. Well, one's been in the works for quite a while. I'm producing it with my cousin, and he's done a really great job with it. There's just a couple of little things I want to do, some finishing touches, and I think he's really busy. It's been hard to get hold of him, so anyway, hopefully that will be done soon. The second one, I haven't really, I've written it out. It's pretty solid song. I think I might just go with just piano on this one, keep things simple. So that's one that I'll be able to do 100% myself. And then the other one I'm trying to produce on my own, and I have no experience in this area, but it's actually coming together. I'm liking how it sounds, so hopefully I'll be done with that one soon. I don't know about the music videos. I have to find people who have time for me and can help me do music videos, and I might just be not doing music videos with my songs for a while, just because it's a matter of making everybody's timeline line up right now, and I really want to just be putting stuff out there. And so I don't know. You can comment, I guess, on if you want to wait for a music video, or if you're good just hearing the music. Let me know what you think. As far as life goes, I'm gonna tell you some stories in honor of Halloween, which just ended. They're kind of horrifying, slightly. Not super bad, but slightly. We've had a mouse problem in the past in our house. We have a really old home. I'm sure those mice have tons of access points to our house. The house is over 100 years old, and it has a trap door in the kitchen that goes down to a cellar. I know, super cool. I thought so too. It turns out I never go down into that cellar because it's covered with cobwebs, the dirt floor. There's really no reason to go down there, and so I just don't. Unbeknownst to me, my husband got some wheat for food storage that he stuck down there, and I'm pretty sure that was a big draw for all the rodents in town. So I started noticing scratching in the walls, and it was no bueno. So we went on vacation, and I asked my mom to put some poison out to get rid of the mice in our house while we were gone, because I know that when mice die, the stench can be pretty awful, and if they're in your walls and you have no way of getting them out, I figured we'll just kill them while we're gone. We're going to be gone for 3 weeks. That should be time, give the house time to air out. So unfortunately, my mom forgot to put the poison out until a week before we came home, and that was just enough time to kill all the mice. And then we came home to the smell, and our whole house just was awful. It smelled so bad. So we had the windows and doors open for days, and it finally went away. That's my first rodent story. Because of said experience, we decided to get a cat. And the cat's amazing. His name is Kevin. He loves to play. He loves to attack anything that moves. So he's really good at catching mice. And we've seen him catch a few around our house. So we're like, yes, like no more mouse problem. Just in case, I left some poison out where we'd left it before. Just in case any mice wandered in. For those of you who think poison is inhumane, I absolutely agree. I wish I knew of a better way to get rid of the mice. Anyway, I think a mouse wandered in because, well, I know a mouse wandered in and ate the poison because my pantry, where I left the poison, smells terrible. Don't worry, I do not use the pantry for food. It's like a huge invitation for all the mice because it's under the stairs, it's dark, I'm sure there are tons of access points, and I don't leave food in there because they'll come in and get it. So anyway, so my pantry stinks, and I know that I need to go in and find the dang mouse and just get rid of him. But it's so gross, and I don't want to. So instead, I just never open my pantry door. I know it's a terrible plan, okay? I know it. But I'm tired. I've got 4 kids. I'm always like cleaning up some stinky mess. It's true. And I don't want to deal with the dead mouse. So I keep the pantry door shut. And I noticed my husband shoved a little like towel under there. So the smell doesn't come into the house, and we're just like keeping our fingers crossed that it will air out somehow. I don't know. We'll see. So that's my second rodent story. And the third is last the best of all the game. My husband is a science teacher, and he has always loved snakes, and I have always said no to the snakes. We have rabbits and chickens and parakeets and a cat, and I don't want snakes. I don't like having snakes in my house, and I don't like having rodents in my house. That's where I draw the line. So he bought a couple of snakes for his classroom and said he would keep them there. That didn't happen all the time, but it's happened most of the time, so that's okay. And then there were a couple of times where he brought the rats that he was going to feed to the snakes home. So like he'd go buy them, bring them home to take to school the next morning. But once like he forgot to take the rats, so I had like these rats in their boxes on my kitchen counter all day long, just scratching away trying to get out. And I was like, no, this is not good. So I told him, you can't bring the rats home. Like, what if they chew out of a box? Like, I don't want to have to try to catch a rat. And he said, oh, they won't chew out of the box, blah, blah, blah. And so, but he was good about like not bringing him back to the house because he knew it really irked me. Well, fast forward like a few weeks or a month, and we're all sleeping in our beds, and my 6-year-old comes downstairs and in the middle of the night, and she's like, Mommy, there was a rat chewing on my nose. And I was like, what? Did you have like a really, really scary nightmare or something? And then my husband like wakes up immediately, which is odd for him. He usually sleeps through all the kids' stuff at night. And he goes, oh. And I was like, what did you do? And he said, oh, a rat chewed out of its box. And I thought he was joking me because what rat? And apparently one of his students had given him a rat to feed to the snakes, and for whatever reason he brought the rat home, but he knows like I hate having the rats in the house, so he didn't tell me there was a rat. And then that rat did chew out of its box and escaped into the night, and I guess decided to pay my 6-year-old daughter a visit. She said it didn't nibble hard at her nose, it just kind of touched it. Oh, so he goes upstairs to look for the rat, and it's nowhere to be seen. And we think, oh, it's gonna like eat the poison and die. That's a waste of a meal for your snake. It was like a somebody's pet rat. They just wanted to get rid of it. So the rat was really docile, and I think that's why it like went up to my daughter. It was kind of looking for food because it had been raised like they'd like pet it and hold it all the time. Oh, so anyway, there's a rat loose in my house for I think it was 3 or 4 days, and I saw it like on day 3. I had assumed it was dead, but it was not because it had climbed into our parakeet cage and was hanging out with the birds. I think it was eating their food and drinking their water because it didn't know where to go for food and water. So I tried catching it that time and I failed miserably, and like I really was hating my husband. And anyway, the next night he trapped it and got the rat out of our house. So I think he knows now that if he brings a rat to our house again, it may be grounds for divorce. So I'm hoping this never happens again. Rodent problems. Let's all keep our fingers crossed that I'm done with them because I've had enough for the year. Anyway, there are my stories. I hope you're all doing great. Have a happy weekend. Stay tuned. I'm going to get some more music out to you ASAP.